tonight, we'll tell you why it's more fun in the Philippines. First up, business leaders tell us why the Philippines is a premier investment destination. Then we'll tour Manila for a day, try some specialties and delicacies, delve into the world of food packaging and processing, and lastly, we'll make a checklist of your backpacking essentials. We have a full show tonight. Stay tuned for the next hour. I'm Ria Tanwatco Trillo. It's that time of the year again when exemplary individuals and organizations are recognized for their contributions to the Philippine business community. And here to tell us about the 4th Asia CEO Awards are Richard Mills, the chairman of Asia CEO, Darcy Lalonde, managing director of Shore Solutions, and Ramon Segismundo. He is the senior vice president and head of Meralco's Human Resource and Corporate Services. Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you for gracing our set with your presence tonight. Okay, Richard, let's start with you. Sure. These awards started back in 2010. So, what was the thinking and the purpose behind putting together an awards body or an award-giving body that would honor Filipino CEOs or CEOs who have interest in the Philippines?
Well, a group of us, many of us could see that Philippines was on into a good time to come. And that has happened now where Philippines is the fastest growing country in Asia. So we want to highlight Filipinos doing amazing things and then show the world what can be done here.
Right, it's very interesting because like I said, you award Filipinos or people who have interest in the Philippines, but the name of the awards is the Asia CEO Awards. So is this something you want to turn into a regional thing, or because of the Philippines' growth, it will eventually become that?
I think both. Yes, we do want to turn it into a full regional event within Philippines. And already now more and more Filipinos are taking on regional roles from within Philippines. So we think Philippines is the natural central place with lots of good, talented, young English-speaking Filipinos to run organizations for the future. So yes.
Great. Okay. How many awards are you giving out? Like what categories do they fall under?
A lot of different awards, Rhea, for many different kinds of things. 11 awards in total. Everything from marketing to innovation. My friend here, Meralco won the Top Employer Award last year. Yeah, marketing, IT, Lifetime Contributor Award, a broad range of awards.
Great. And of course, this is happening in November, so everyone still has the opportunity to give in their nominees and that sort of thing. How would they go about doing that?
On the website, asia-ceo-awards.org. It's a fast, easy, and free process. And please, if people can nominate their companies, we'll try to help promote their companies and in so doing promoting the country. So last year and previous years we've had about 150 awards, or sorry, submissions. This year our estimates are already far above, so we expect 200, 250 nominations for separate awards.
Okay.
So it's exciting.
All right, so you can hand in your nominations until the end of September.
Correct.
And after that, the process begins for actually choosing the winners. How is that done and who's involved?
There's a very distinguished, I would say, some of the most distinguished judges of the land are involved. So it's and very strong-willed people, very diverse as well. And KPMG scrutinizes the event just to make sure everything is proper from a regulatory and legal perspective.
Right. Okay, so
Yes.
You can see the awards already growing in number, as you said, just by the sheer number of nominees, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All eyes are on Philippines these days, absolutely.
Okay. It's very interesting because we're going to talk to Darcy over here, who's a longtime sponsor of the awards. And for both of you gentlemen, you fell in love with the Philippines in more ways than one because you both married Filipinas, right? But Darcy, you've been here for 10 years. What made you look at the Philippines and say, okay, this is the place to do some serious business in?
Well, I think the ease of fitting in with the Filipinos, the culture itself makes foreigners coming in very comfortable. And I think in terms of cost of creating business is very, very cost effective here and very competitive. So when I look at the region where I've started other companies, the Philippines really has been, for me, a cornerstone of the businesses that I'm building.
Okay, and you've been quoted as saying that the Philippines is the easiest place to start a business in Asia. I mean, that's kind of unusual to hear. You know, people complain about things like corruption and inefficiency and what have you. But you've said this, right?
Yeah.
And
You said it. Yeah.
is this a message that you're able to convey to other foreign investors and entrepreneurs?
Yeah, and I have given some speeches around this and certainly advised a lot of people coming into the country. But one of the key items that I found is forums such as a CEO forum, where you create an ecosystem, get to know people that have been here, done it. And it really is an easy way to do business here. You just need to make sure you do it in a proper way. And if you do that, startups and cost of capital and everything else here is very, very competitive.
Okay, going off on a slight tangent now, it's really interesting to note that prior to being this businessman and entrepreneur, you were a professional wrestler, right? How did your WWF background help you in business?
Well, I guess my tagline was I was $1 million man, so I'm still hoping to someday accomplish that. But I guess, you know, the passion that I have for business and you know, hard work and some theatrics at times can really help you succeed in life. And,
Sure.
It's sometimes hard to be more famous for my wrestling than my business, but it follows me everywhere.
That's not a bad thing, and showmanship is always a good thing in business, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's true.
Okay, so let's talk to one of last year's winners, Mr. Juan Segismundo from Meralco. You guys won the Best Employer Award last year. Top Employer Award. What did that mean to you guys, and what do you think were the factors that led you to that win?
Well, it's really a great source of pride and inspiration to all of our 6,000 people. And the reason I think why we won it is Meralco has a glorious past. It's 110 years. We got an exciting present. 3 to 4 years ago, Manny Pangilinan and his team took over the company. And we truly believe that we have a bright future built on innovation.
Right. When it comes to, as we said, you know, people will be nominating, you know, the possible winners for this year. What do you think are the things they should be looking out for, or perhaps the characteristics they should build up in their nominees?
Okay, well, firstly, I believe that you know, they've got to be world-class. They've got to have a global perspective, that the arena is not only the Philippines, that we've got global competitors. Just like in our case, we just acquired a plant in Singapore, and we're looking at overseas markets. It's now a global arena, and we've got to be world-class competitive.
Right.
You're here.
As you said, that's where the Philippines is going, right?
It is, it is.
Okay, so please invite everyone out there to send in their nominations for this really young but prestigious award.
Yes, please. We want everybody. So the website, I think they've been showing it. It's www.asia-ceo.awards.org. It's easy and fast and free. We want to promote companies and display people doing amazing things in Philippines. Gives a good representation, and all eyes are on Philippines. So we got to do this right now while it's hot. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen, and
Thank you
best
very
of
much.
luck in the upcoming awards. Awards night is November.
November 14
Right.
at the brand new, huge, beautiful ballroom of Solaire.
Oh, okay, very exciting. And you're expecting how many people at an event like this?
Well, last year at about 1,000, so we'll expect a similar number this year. Yep.
Fantastic, fantastic. All right, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Okay.
Thank you very
my
much.
dear.
Well, from investing in the Philippines, we tour Manila for a day. That's next when Shop Talk returns.
Philippines is outperforming. It's on investors' radars. Philippine stocks and peso pace global economic